Sofa, 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 survivor, 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 sofa, 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 survivor, 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 survivors. Alright, let me slow it down real quick. We're about to start this episode. Don't go nowhere. It's Sofa Survivors. We need you to listen. Now.
Scary stuff, Goob, I know.
And we're back, you guys. We got another episode here. We got the final 2 episodes of season 23 of Survivor. This is your favorite podcast about the everlasting TV show Survivor called Sofa Survivors. And I'm your host, Tom Sofa.
And I'm the other host, Mike Tomato.
And we're going to bust it. We're going to fucking talk about this shit.
Hell yes.
We're going to dive deep.
We got to the end, baby. We never thought we'd make it.
Yeah, this has been about a year-long season for us.
Yeah, it has.
Because we took a massive hiatus
for season 50.
For season 50, and just to take a little break, ski here and there, and it's just kind of been a process, you guys. So thanks for bearing with us. And for the listener that listens to this in the future, in 2048 or whenever you guys tune into this,
when you're on your rocket ship to Mars,
it's not going to matter to you that things have changed. It's all, you're going to listen to it all sequentially over time. So just ignore what we're saying here.
So just shut up
and just enjoy it. Anyway,
just shut up and enjoy it.
So lock the fuck in is what I'm trying to say, you guys. Let's have a good time. This episode is season 23, episode 14. And this episode is called Then There Were 5. The 5 remaining members are who? You got them? You know
the 5 remaining members.
Yeah.
Coach.
Yep.
Sophie.
Yep.
Rick.
Yep.
Albert.
Yep.
Ozzy.
No. He's currently at Redemption.
Brandon.
Brandon. That's the 5.
Brandon.
The people that are gone, Mike, you got them?
Absolutely not.
I didn't think so. But I figured I'd give you a shot either way. Jim, Keith, Christine, Elise, Stacy, Semhar, Papa Bear, Dawn, Whitney, and Cochran are all gone at this point. Edna and Ozzy are at Redemption Island. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You know, it was Edna's time to go as far as, you know, the plan for the final 5 had gone. And so, yeah.
The writing was on the wall for her.
Yeah.
We all knew it.
We knew. The final 5 are hyped that they made it to this point as they planned. Brandon says it's important that they pray right away.
Oh, they prayed, ladies and listeners. They prayed.
Yeah.
So hard. Jesus wept.
It was kind of ridiculous. You hate to see it, honestly, but
it's just very indoctrinating. It's in very much like
it's because Brandon drank the Kool-Aid so hard. That's really it. It would not happen if Brandon didn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Exactly.
So
and it's just being shoved in my face, and I don't like that.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame, and you are going to see a completely different side of Brandon in the other season.
Which I'm very excited about.
Oh, it is.
Nothing gets my gooseberries cooked more than a hypocritical Christian.
Yeah. I bet that he got so much shit from his family when he got home.
After that, the freak out, whatever.
No, after this season.
Really? Oh, because
then he goes back on Survivor.
Oh, right.
Says whatever he needs to say to get back on the show.
Right.
And goes fucking crazy.
Because his dad was like, "Yeah, you're a good Christian, but a good Christian wins $1 million.
A good Christian you still got to have a living, son.
Right. You're still savage.
Yeah.
Right.
You're still a young boy with nothing, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's kind of crazy.
That family.
Kind of crazy. They say if Ozzy comes back from Redemption and wins immunity, it's Rick or Brandon next. Those are the next 2 to go. Albert also teases that Sophie is next, probably because she's the last woman, is pretty much what he says.
He did.
And it kind of makes her an easy vote.
That happened in another season that we watched.
For sure.
And I don't remember which one. But there was another season that we watched where it was like, well, you're the woman, so time to go.
Kind of.
I forget what it was. But
no. I mean,
that's
I'm
okay.
sure.
A theme of Survivor.
Yeah. I mean, plenty of women have won Survivor.
I think the majority,
for sure.
right?
I believe so at this point. But there is the overlying fear of like the all girls alliance type thing, because guys tend to focus more on like challenges
Okay.
and stuff, and like while the guys are focusing on the challenges, the women are talking,
Right. Right.
and
that's no good for anyone.
it's great for the women when they come together and like run the gambit, which those seasons are awesome.
When the ladies take control.
When the ladies take control.
Love that.
Really, really good seasons. But in the one season that I remember off the top of my head where the women like take control of the show, it's like one lady who's like the clear winner. Like
Oh, okay.
Like the other two ladies did not hold a candle, in my opinion. The game that she played.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like the Sanderson sisters, and she was clearly
And she was both of them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
So anyway, whatever. Let's not dive too deep into the other stuff right now. Day 33, Albert says that Sophie is too big of a threat with her 2 immunities as well as her being a woman. She also wins challenges, which Albert doesn't, by the way.
No, but so she's big and scary, and she has a vagina, listener.
Yeah. And let's just it's gonna come back. We're gonna talk about it a little bit here, but God, something about early Survivor and them hating strong women.
Well,
like that's what it is. That is what it is. It's not
the patriarchal freak out or whatever.
That's really what it is. Like,
yeah.
And like, unfortunately, they put Sophie in her place, which is not her place, by the way.
No.
But they put her in her place, and like she literally says later in this episode or in the next episode, she's like, I need to rethink like who I am. Like
yes.
it is.
Oh my God, I do remember that.
Brutal, you guys.
Yeah,
we're gonna get
to.
To. We're gonna
get
it
made Dawn cry.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. But it's a shame. It sucks. Let her be a strong woman.
Can't live with him.
What I'm trying to say.
Can't fuck without him.
Yeah. Albert then says he wants to take Rick to the end with Coach. That's his best route to winning the whole thing.
Is taking Rick
and Coach. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that a lot of people see through Coach's BS.
His cult leader shtick.
Yeah. But then again, I think if it were those 3, I think Coach would win it all.
Yes. Because I think he would get the like, it's your turn vote.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So we get to the redemption duel, where you have to race to complete a slide puzzle, releasing a hatchet. You'll use the hatchet to chop a rope, releasing a bag of puzzle cubes. You must then stack the cubes so that there are no repeating colors on any side. Winner stays. Loser is the 6th member of the jury. This is a great challenge. This would be a great challenge for the final 4, in my opinion.
Sure.
It's almost too good of a challenge for a duel, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's certainly it was a nail biter. It was close at the end. I don't think it was a just challenge for Edna and Ozzy, even though it was close.
I would say Edna was surprising in the way that she really only got far because the tribe was helping her along the way. Of course, yeah,
and giving her as much advantage as possible.
No, she aligned herself with Coach very early, and then like that just carried her through.
But it wasn't Coach giving the tips.
No, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it was Albert, and it like that's all it was. And it feels like to me that Albert kind of was always. Albert knew she was going to lose, still wanted to help her so that she would possibly vote for him in the final.
Perhaps. I could see that strategy. That logically makes sense.
Ozzy gets a huge lead in this. I said big help from the peanut gallery to Edna. Edna asks Jeff if she won. She thinks she got it. Nope, didn't get it. Ozzy then gets it at the end for the puzzle via Edna.
At least around the jury.
And I was so surprised at this point they were like, Ozzy, we're gonna send you back one more time. I was like, bruh, just put him back in the game.
No.
Just put him back.
No.
4 duels.
You need one more. Ugh. One more.
4 duels, but like 6 players he's put there.
One more.
It's unbelievable.
Because he knows he's definitely not going to win. You just eliminated half the jury.
Yeah, but they would vote for him.
You think?
For sure, without a doubt.
I don't know.
They would. No, they would.
I don't think Cochran would.
Yeah, Cochran would have a tough time not voting for coach, but it would be close. It'd be between the two.
Well, especially just the way Ozzy treated him was not.
Don't know.
Was not cute.
I don't know. I think Cochran would choose who genuinely played the better game because.
You think he's that principled?
Yes, absolutely he is.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course you don't. Back at Tuna, and Albert wants to keep Brandon to get Sophie out. Brandon says it's fate. It's all in God's hand. Don't worry about it, man.
Praise him. Praise him.
Sophie says to Coach, we have to get Brandon to redemption to force 2 dangerous players to battle it out.
Get him out of here.
Ozzy and Brandon, which I agree.
I think, yeah. If I was
sound thinking.
If I was Sophie in this moment, I'd be like, it's one of the boys, and it's gonna be Albert.
I would send Albert before I would send Brandon.
Same.
For sure.
Same.
But whatever. They then bring Rick into the group to get him involved.
Which I forget Rick is even a part of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what is Rick doing?
He starts talking a little bit these last 2 episodes, but it's still nothing.
Because there's nobody else
to talk
to.
Yeah. Albert pleads to Coach to go for Sophie next. Coach says Albert is intimidated by Sophie, obviously. Brandon comes over saying he's nervous because of all the talking, and Coach literally shuts him down by saying he's being like Russell and bullying. Brandon says, that definitely just hurt my feelings, what you said there, bro. Coach apologizes, and Brandon says, please give me a hug, man. They then hug it out and let bygones be bygones.
I don't like Coach.
It's that is their relationship is so weird.
It's fucked, dude.
And
because Coach knows that he can get Brandon to do anything.
Yeah.
He knows that. But he plays it off like he doesn't, or that he's like, I'm just trying to be a good steward.
Yeah.
Like that's what he's trying to play it off as, but it's like, no, you're a manipulative son of a bitch.
He is. He really fucking is. Time for tribal council. Right away, Brandon says that he wants to give immunity up.
Crazy. When he did that, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I just skipped, by the way, so let's just go back 2 steps real quick. Hold on, before we get to tribal council.
I mean, not much happened.
Pretty much, Albert,
other than like Rick,
gets put on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Brandon says that he won't vote Albert out, and he will give him the immunity necklace. Brandon says, God speaks to me. Brandon tells Coach the plan. Coach says he will do what God tells him to do. Pretty much telling Brandon that I do not guarantee that I'm going to vote for you.
This entire sequence
and then Coach prays.
Was insane.
It was nuts. And that's why I had to say it. I had to go back and talk about it.
I did forget about that.
Yeah.
Because it was all God, right? So it's like, none of you are going to fucking do anything? What? Because God's going to do it all.
Coach says, I'm going to follow God. Which is really Coach just saying that, like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
Because he thinks he's God.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's insane.
So now we get to tribal council, and that's when right away Brandon doesn't give anybody time to do anything. He says, I want to give up immunity. He then stands up and gives it to Albert. Brandon explains why. He says he prayed about it and came to this decision.
And Jesus appeared in my dreams, and he said, Brandon, I've been micromanaging every thought you've had this entire game. And you're going to give up your immunity.
Brandon then talks about gang life back home.
Oh my God, yes.
How he's a part of a gang.
Fucking gangster.
And how he is loyal to a fault. And even back home, he knows his boys don't have his back. But he has theirs, no matter what. And he does not care if the same thing is happening here in a game with people that he just met
That's so crazy.
37 days ago.
It's such a crazy thing to say.
Said it out loud.
Such a crazy thing to recognize.
So aware and so ignorant to what he's aware of.
What? Like what?
Can you believe that?
He's a case study.
Yeah.
He's a fucking case study.
Yeah. Pretty fucking crazy.
Fucking loony.
Yeah.
Fucking loony case study. I wonder what gang.
Whatever. Coach then holds his breath.
He's in Texas, right?
Yeah. Coach then holds his breath while Brandon's explaining this whole thing, while the whole jury are doing the same thing. They're holding their breath and they're in shock. And Coach is literally like, you see him go, because he does not want to give any inclination that he feels any sort of way about what's going on. And it's such a micro thing that Coach does, but it's so crazy to see him do it in real time, on camera.
Weird.
Albert then chooses to back his bond with Brandon,
right?
Which is ridiculous of him to do after how much of a fucking sneaky snake that he has been.
No. He's played a good Christian game.
Rick and Jeff then kind of like simultaneously, separately mention that Albert then should give his now immunity back to Brandon then because of that bond.
Right.
If that bond is so true, then you would not let him give it up to you. You would then give it back because that's what the true bond is.
He's not Jesus Christ. He's not dying on the cross for you.
And if the bond is so true, you would hear that Brandon has been betrayed by this type of thing before.
Albert is Judas.
And this also is just it's such a crazy sequence of people.
Again, case study. This is a case study to show you how a very, I don't know, like weak-minded individual is very easily influenced by any type of like Christian doctrine.
Yeah.
Like it just shows you how easy these people drink the Kool-Aid and why we have crazy Christians in the United States. Brandon is exemplar numero uno. And then you have the two people, Coach and Albert, who are manipulating him to get what they want.
And Sophie.
Do
not put her out of it just because she's a woman.
Right. God, sorry, girl, about your vagina. But
she was part of it.
She was. But all of them are manipulating this kid so they can get the $1 million.
Yep.
And that's part of the show. I get that. But at the same time, it's just so insane to be so hypocritical.
Yeah.
At that moment.
And then Albert's response when they're asking him to give up immunity, Albert then says, I would if I truly thought that he was in danger tonight.
Bullshit.
Oh, for sure. Bullshit.
And bullshit for Jeff for not saying that.
And after that, Brandon weirdly comes to his senses that tonight might be his last night on this tribe. Like he like, it literally starts to set in with him and he's just like, I've come to accept that I might go home tonight. And that's God's way, is kind of what he says.
Right. It's God's will. If the Lord can lead you to it, he can lead you through it.
Yeah. Then it's time to vote. Brandon gets 3 votes and Sophie gets 2. Coach then goes to hug Brandon. And do you know what Coach says? Did you catch that or did you skip through it?
No, I forgot.
Coach says, it's God's will. Go win redemption.
Ew.
Crazy culty.
Ew.
So culty. So fucked up.
Stop. And then you're just like, you're feeding into this kid's psychosis. Like you're feeding into the delusions.
Yep. For sure.
I think there was a moment, I don't know if it was this episode or later, where Coach is like, I give you my word as a Christian man. I think that's later.
Yeah, he does. He gives his word to Ozzy.
Crazy. And then he's supposed to be this like spiritualist though. He's not
To
supposed to
me
be a
though,
Christian.
it's not crazy. That's the thing. It's like it's crazy if you take your religion seriously in that way.
Yeah.
It's not crazy for Coach to do that though. It's not.
No.
He's been doing it every single episode. He has done that. It is not
No,
surprising.
you're right. You're right.
You see him pray every single time, and then you see him constantly bullshit
But has he done that on any other
and
season?
backslide.
He's never. He didn't do that on 50.
He plays the honor code all day long. He doesn't play the Christian code.
He like
But he-
conflated Christianity with honor in this season. It seems
Because that was his route.
right because the honorable thing was the Christian thing,
Yeah.
and that's like how he got Brandon and all that shit.
Yep, exactly.
Ew, he's an honor cultist.
Yep. And then Jeff says final duel will allow someone back into the game, and then everybody fights it out. And that's the end of the 14th episode of season 23 of Survivor. I thought it was a great episode.
Wait, did they not say they don't show who got like voted?
I voted. We already did it.
Oh yeah,
I said Brandon went home, and then Brandon got
right. Sorry.
he hugged Coach.
Yeah, sorry, brain fart.
Yeah, it's all good. So yeah, end of that episode. As far as a good episode is concerned, I would put it up there as like a 8.5 out of 10.
It was the most. I was the most invested in Tribal that episode the entire season.
100%. The Tribal was outstanding. I always give bonus points to a good challenge, even though it was the duel that was a good challenge. But
Yeah.
like, I liked that challenge a lot. I thought it was great, and I think that it's. And I also thought
Did they
that
ever do it on later seasons?
probably, I'm sure parts of it. The balance challenge also I thought was great.
With the
Yeah. Is that this episode or is that
I
the
thought that was-
finale? Is
I
that
thought
about
that was
to
the
come?
finale because
Okay.
Ozzy's in it.
Yeah. That's about to come. So stay tuned for this next challenge. So anyway, listener, take a moment, take a breath. I'm going to give you 20 seconds, 15 seconds or so while I take a sip of some Evening Joe.
Right. Like Coach, take a breath
take a breath.
and just hold it the entire time
Yeah.
while somebody loses their mind.
Yeah. Be right back.
And that person will be me, listener. Because I didn't say this on our Sova Tomatoes podcast, but like, side story, I spent 6 hours Saturday morning researching France and Israel.
Jesus.
And I've lost my mind, listener.
Yikes.
So stay tuned on that one.
Wow. Keep me posted,
Oh, will do.
please.
I'm going to put something on Substack.
Yes. I'm going to check it out. So we are back, you guys. This is the finale, season 23, episode 15. It's called Finale.
Whoa. We made it.
Yep. Our final four is Coach, Albert, Rick, and Sophie. All the people that are out at this point are Jim, Keith, Papa Bear, Dawn, Whitney, Christine, Elise, Cochran, Stacy, Semhar, and Edna all gone. While we have Ozzy and Brandon at Redemption Island. Brandon gets to Redemption. He hits Ozzy with a "Sup, bro?" Says he got blindsided. Then tells Ozzy the rest of the story. Ozzy realizes how stupid that was, how bad of a play it was for Brandon, and that everybody knows not to give up immunity if you have it, especially this late.
Yeah. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
Call him out, Rozzy. Do it.
For
Teach
real.
the children.
Back at Tetuna, and Albert is being lit up about Albert jury jumping and
Just being a
talking
dick to Brandon.
with former Sava'i members, and for being a dick to Brandon.
Yeah.
For
Because I think
taking
Sophie was the one that like pressured on him. It was like, why would you not give it back to him? You're an asshole.
Yeah. Coach calls out these moves as lies and tells Albert he's sick of him. Even though, with all due respect, even if Albert's lying, even if Coach is sick of him, Albert can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Period.
Albert can talk to former Sava'i because guess what? They are all a tribe.
You're mad that Albert just conned your boy.
Yeah.
You're mad that you lost your useful idiot because Albert conned him.
Yeah.
That's what I got. That's
For
how
sure.
I read that moment.
For sure. And it was bad of Albert on a human level.
Oh, douche.
Yeah.
Douchebag.
But
in terms of gameplay,
it's part
savage.
of the game, and Brandon was never gonna win, and
No.
Albert does have 1% better chance than Brandon. So
Yeah.
I would rather see the better players in the finale, respectfully.
He played his card.
Yeah.
And this is what happened.
Yeah. Albert then literally says that he feels humbled. And then we get to the final redemption duel, where you have to hold on to a pole for as long as you can.
Why did they have to go so high up?
So they don't have to go so far up, but it gives you room to drop down and still hold yourself.
You are right. Okay. I got that concept, but
I would never win this challenge in my life.
no.
I would.
I'm not a fucking spider monkey.
I would be first to go, maybe second.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a white boy from the suburbs of Chicago. I ain't climbing shit.
Brandon holds on though for a long ass time.
Very impressive.
But so does Ozzy, and Ozzy wins,
which was expected.
Yeah,
this seems like a challenge, like up Ozzy's. Like he trained this in the off season
for sure. A little quote from Brandon at the end. I may have lost the game of Survivor, but I've won.
What?
He won Jesus.
That's right. He won God's will.
Yeah. No matter what, he's going home, and he's going to be able to preach the name of Jesus to the people around him, no matter what.
Look at how I proselytized.
Yeah, my dad's going to be so proud.
All over. I proselytized all over their face.
Yeah, Brandon now has the skill to go home and be a mindless, dumb, wasteful cult leader if he wants.
Lovely.
And not like a smart one, not like a mischief, but like one that if he gains a couple followers that are dumber and blinder than him.
I think he's too servile to be a leader. I think he would be like the right hand of a cult leader.
No, he can be the leader,
the muscle.
but he would just be terrible at it. He would like
possibly. But I see him more as like he would be the like dumb muscle for a cult leader that's like, go beat this guy up, and he would do that.
I can't wait for you to see Brandon in the next season.
Because that's what I see. I see him as just like almost mafia.
Yeah. He's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's gone. Thank God. Ozzy says that he's gonna come back hard. I'm gonna come harder than ever. Thanks to them sending me to Redemption Island.
Oh, Ozzy.
I'm gonna come so hard.
Come hard, Ozzy. Huh.
Pretty much. Back at Taytuna, things are awkward. Coach says that he'd still love to take Ozzy to the end. Ozzy reciprocates. He says, yeah, me too, bro.
Yeah, I want to come with you.
Yeah, let's come together. Immunity challenge. With one hand, you will steady a balancing board while simultaneously building a house of cards with the other hand. The first person to build the house of cards high enough to reach the finish mark wins immunity. Yeah, they are more domino. Yeah, it is more like a domino house, but the foundation is like a house of cards, and regular cards, thin cards would be unacceptable in this environment.
Or like not Lincoln logs, but Probst planks.
Yeah, maybe. Probst planks. I like that. Loser goes straight to the jury. Ozzy wins immunity.
He done did it.
Can you believe that?
It was close. The girls were fighting. Sophie almost had it, but Ozzy wins.
Ozzy then says that he pretty much just wants to cause chaos now that he won because he can't be eliminated.
Right.
Coach puts Rick on the hot seat.
Which love that energy.
Yeah. Coach puts Rick on the hot seat because Ozzy won. Ozzy pushes Sophie to Albert, which is the right thing to do because Albert is a conniving type of guy.
He just doesn't like women.
Rick feels on the hot seat. I just kind of said that this felt slow. Not much happened.
No, I think we could have just went to tribal right away, personally.
Yeah. Tribal council coach reminds people that he's safe because of his idol. Jeff asks Albert and Sophie why that they should be kept.
Mm-hmm.
Albert says, I should be kept because I am the best chance to beat Ozzy. And Sophie says, no, me. Rick says, I should be kept because they can beat me. The opposite.
Right. Keep me.
Keep me
so
because you can beat me.
win.
Yeah, you can beat me. Just let me get to the end.
Yeah, sure.
That's strategy.
It is a good strategy.
Strategy. Some people might
Self-sacrifice.
go for it. Ozzy airs out Coach telling him that he'll take him to the end. Coach owns that he said that. He's like, "Yep, I fucking did. Fucking right."
I fucking said it. It's on camera.
Yeah. Sophie calls out Ozzy for disrespecting her,
being a douchebag,
not talking to her. Ozzy says, "I feel like you act like a spoiled brat," which is ridiculous.
Well, and then like he loads onto it like that's not what I think. That's what everybody's saying.
Yeah.
Like he adds that whole little tidbit, and that sends Sophie spiraling.
100%.
And poor girl.
Yeah, Sophie then cries. She says a lot of stuff. The game is breaking her down right there too.
I get it because they've spent 38 days or some shit.
Yeah, 38.
38 days in the South Pacific.
This might be the night of 37. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. With people that are just trying to fuck you over.
Yeah.
But then also
in a cult.
In a cult. And then also, but like you need to be everybody's friend. It's a social mind fuck.
Yeah. Insane.
It is. Because they're your enemies, but you need them. Yeah. Social mind fuck.
Time to vote. Rick gets 3 votes. Sophie gets 2. Rick, the only player that doesn't go to Redemption Island.
Fierce.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
if I was him, I'd be pissed.
Like the entire season.
Everybody gets a second chance but you.
You know what? I think that everybody had a reason to get redemption. I don't think Rick did.
Oh, no.
You know, like he knew he was going to lose. He's going to go home. He's going to go home to his wife that he loves.
Yeah.
His life will go on. I think that he's a well-off guy anyway.
Sure.
So
he's probably retired.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he had no impact on the show. Like he's not a memorable character.
He did at the end. I feel like this finale at the final tribal. He said some great stuff.
Like his question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said some really great stuff. But yeah, I agree. Long term, we won't remember Rick.
You
Careful.
got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
All that for 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Coach didn't play his idol.
No.
Chose not to play it. Like
cheeky bastard.
That is how safe Coach was.
Oh, 100%.
And you know what? Coach did it. Coach walked so Rizgod can run.
Okay.
Just let it be known.
I see that.
Or Coach ran so Rizgod could walk, I guess. I don't know how you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Because like Coach is still operating at a much different level.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Coach gets up to hug Rick, and Rick tells Coach, "Nah, go have a seat, man. Go have a seat."
Fuck you and your cult.
Loved it.
Fuck you and your cult.
Next day, Ozzy isn't sharing coconuts. He's having coconuts, not sharing.
No, he's nourishing his body for the upcoming challenge.
Yeah, Sophie and Coach are sick of Ozzy. Coach calls out Ozzy for blowing up his spot. They tell each other that they have trauma from this game, and then they talk it out.
Right.
It was a really weird moment.
They're just traumatized. They're just two dudes coming together traumatized.
Yeah. Then we get to this here immunity challenge where you got to race through a giant flower-shaped obstacle course to collect 5 bags of puzzle pieces. You'll then use those pieces to solve a puzzle where you get 3 numbers, right? You got to take the 3 numbers to the box to pull the key to let the flag drop. Winner gets immunity. This is awesome. Sophie won this immunity.
Yeah.
Well deserved, by the way. Sophie's a beast.
That obstacle course looked really fun.
It did.
I would do that.
Yeah. Good obstacle.
Well, like the big net in the middle, I would just like want to lay in that. Like that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Like it looked fun. Whoever built that, please do that in my backyard.
Oh yeah. Back at Tetuna, Ozzy is obviously on the hot seat here. Former Upolu is just major hype. They're just yelling. Coach says, try not to talk to Ozzy too much. He's just trying to control it all. He's like, but I will.
No, he's a bad cult leader. I'm a good one.
No, but Coach literally is like, you guys don't talk to me too much, but I'm gonna go talk to him. Okay, just so you guys know.
Because it's crazy.
And then Ozzy makes a push to Coach to be kept. Pretty much is all he does. We get to tribal. How's it feel to have immunity, Sophie?
So good.
Ozzy couldn't solve the $1 million prize. Nothing really said. Lots of BS this tribal. I didn't have much. The last tribal was so good. And then this one I was just kind of like, all right.
Well, comparatively, I think everybody knew where they stood, and then the one person that they all wanted to vote out had immunity.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you going to talk about?
Yeah. Time to vote. Ozzy gets 3 votes. Albert gets 1. Goodbye, Ozzy.
And it was like the way I guess scenes played out. They played it on Coach like this big betrayal.
Yeah, a little bit
against Ozzy.
Ozzy goes, "Sayonara, Survivor, hell of a ride," and he gets like a standing ovation from the jury because, like I said, if Ozzy made it at the end, he would have won. They would have the entire jury would have voted for him.
Why did they just suck his dick so hard?
He won all those challenges, all those. Food provided, won all those challenges. Everybody who's on that jury, he fed them fish when they came to redemption.
Oh, okay.
And then beat them.
Yeah.
And then sent them packing right after they had been wronged by former Upolu.
Okay. I see it. I see what you're saying.
You know, so Ozzy did all he could.
I get it. I wouldn't have given him a standing ovation, but I get it.
I agree. Back at Tribal and the final 3. Wait. Back at Tribal and the final 3 are decided.
Out.
Everyone is hyped. Breakfast for day 39 comes.
Do they always do that?
They eat, they hug. What?
They always do like a big breakfast?
They always do a big breakfast, and then a lot of times, I'm sure you remember, they go, "Oh, remember that person? They were great. They were funny. Oh, and you remember Sandra?
Oh, yeah.
She was
we get
cool
all
too."
flashbacks.
Yeah,
whatever.
which we didn't really get in this, which is great.
I think they ran out of time.
Yeah, because of redemption.
Yeah.
Because of redemption. I mean, you see, there's 3 tribal in this finale.
I don't need recaps every fucking minute.
Yeah, no, I hate the recaps. Hate them.
Like that's just
but
terrible.
It makes sense if it's like a week come out show,
right?
Where it's but you whatever,
can't binge it all.
Whatever, it's a different world.
This was probably like what 2010.
Yeah, they all eat, they hug. Coach and Sophie say Albert has the worst shot at winning. Coach says he won't say anything negative about Sophie. They have a ceremonial burn of parts of the camp. People on the jury, I just noted, we got Jim, Keith, Dawn, Whitney, Cochran, Edna, Brandon, Rick, Ozzy. 9 people on the jury.
Yep.
They let everybody have their opening statement. I just kind of paraphrased it a little bit. Albert's opening statement is that he's honored, privileged, and humbled. It's a game of people, not chess to him, which I disagree. He was constantly playing this game like a board game. But he tried to say that he didn't do that, hoping to gain some favor with the people.
He's just mad.
Yeah. Sophie brilliantly said, "The game is to outwit, outlast, and outplay. I did that well, plain and simple, from the top to the bottom."
Sure, girl.
Yeah.
You did it.
I think she did all of those things.
I think she aligned herself well. She saw the writing on the wall for people, and she knew what to say and when not to say it.
Yep. Coach says that he can't believe that he's here. Uphill battle, tried to lead with compassion, love, and respect. Yeah. When you open up to others, you're blessed tenfold.
Shut your stupid fucking Christian mouth.
That's what Coach had to say.
And his look for the finale, cringe.
For sure. Ozzy gets to go first. He goes, "You guys ready for this?" He says, "Sophie, You're a privileged, pretentious brat.
I forgot that. You're a stupid little bitch, and everybody hates you.
Ozzy then says, Albert, you were just the right person at the right time. That's it. Ozzy then says, Coach, have to give you credit. Based on what you gave me, did you play with honor or not? Was his question. And Coach was like, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Did the best I could. Blah, 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 blah.
I ask for God's forgiveness.
Jim goes next. He says, asks Albert why the next two shouldn't be there. Albert says,
you're stupid, you're ugly, you're fat, and I
Albert
hate
says
you.
that he carried Coach to the end, and Sophie had a bad social game. Those are the two things that Albert said. He said, I carried Coach. Bullshit.
Right.
And Sophie had a bad social game because people don't like strong women, not because Sophie's,
Right.
And Sophie had a good social game with you, by the way, Albert.
Yeah, but her vagina is just too loud.
I guess.
Just too loud. It just says vagina.
Dawn asks Sophie why she made the alliance with Coach and Albert. Coach because he's like a young girl and he can be trusted, and Albert so they can talk strategy.
I thought that young girl reference was like
fantastic.
Yes.
It was great.
It was such a shot in such a good way.
Yeah, it was so right.
Yeah.
Loved it. So way to answer that fucking question.
Well, she was like a
Sophie.
med school student at this point, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she's not dumb.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
Probably the smartest person.
In that room, absolutely.
Rick then goes next. Coach, do you have anything to say to me? Coach literally goes, I'm sorry. Says nothing else. Nothing else.
Love that. Love that.
Albert taking the necklace from Brandon was bull. Sophie, why should you win the money after lying through the entire game? You know how I feel about liars. That's all.
Me?
That's all Rick said.
Lying? No.
Brandon. Coach, as a man of God, you said you'd never vote me out. Anything you want to say to me?
As a man of God, God's watching.
And Coach, oh my God.
He's watching.
Coach goes, as a man of God, you raised the bar, Brandon. You raised the bar, and you showed me that I can get to that bar at some point, but I'm just not there yet, is pretty much what Coach said, which was crazy because Brandon was like, huh.
He's such a manipulative son of a bitch.
He then also asks, how do you feel about using God to get to the end? Did you know I was going home, Albert? Yes or no? Yes or no? And Albert was just like, oh, well, well, can I explain that? Can I explain that? Can I, And then he finally says, no, I didn't know you were going home. Bullshitter. Whitney then goes, Albert, you are sleazy. By buttering them up as they leave the game. Coach, you used Christianity to get far in this game. Sophie, you are the most condescending person I've ever met. What?
What did she say
When
to you?
the fuck was Sophie like when they were winning challenges and you didn't like that you lost? She was condescending. Is that it?
And even
Is that fucking it?
Even in that moment, like she probably said nothing to you because y'all were in different fucking tribes.
She literally was probably just cheering.
That's it.
Oh,
that's it.
Crazy Whitney.
Not a girl's girl.
Yeah.
No. Not a girl's girl.
Edna, Survivor is a game of manipulation. Congrats, you guys, on duping us.
Period.
Edna is the only person seeing from outside the curtain at this point. Respectfully. Keith, Coach, were you planning on playing the idol at all?
Keith is an idiot.
Coach, yeah, I know. Coach then says that he would have played it during the 6v6 tribal if necessary, but he didn't have to because he had Cochran. Sophie spills out the beans about the fake way that the idol was found, which I think was brilliant of her to do that, to let Brandon know and the rest of the tribe know.
Love that.
Cochran then goes ahead and tells Coach that he did well, but he thinks he ruined the word honor. So talk about your strategy without using the word honor.
I like that. I liked that question actually.
Cochran is a Harvard guy. He's
The Harvard Law School or
gonna
whatever,
ask
student or whatever.
the question of the day. There's a reason he's the last guy,
If-
and Ozzy was the first guy.
Yeah, if you're going to be a Harvard Law student, I expect you to know how to ask a good fucking question.
Yeah. Coach's answer was such bullshit.
Not a good one.
No, it was such bullshit. But I felt like, given the question, he answered it pretty well.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it. It was bullshit. But he handled the question. When you try to please everybody, it screws up everything. And he was just trying to play with the hand he had been playing.
Right. It's the hand I've been dealt, the hand of God.
Yeah, and instead of he goes, instead of him saying, when you play a game with honor, he goes, when you try to play a game right.
Exactly.
That's all he did.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was it. And then it comes down to time to vote. Coach gets 3 votes. Sophie gets 5 votes. Coach does end up getting 4 votes, by the way. Total, because there's 9 votes.
Who gives the 4th?
What's important is who doesn't vote for Coach. And the only person that I think should have voted for Coach that didn't is Ozzy.
Ozzy didn't vote for Coach?
Did not vote for Coach.
Good. I love that, actually.
Ozzy chose to vote for the pretentious.
Because that's the right
Brad.
person.
I agree. I think that if
you think that was just for the cameras,
so
do you think he actually believed that?
Here's what I'm gonna say. So let's just talk about a couple things first of all. Do I think that Coach played the best game? I think Coach controlled the entire game.
Yeah.
I think that Coach had as good of a chance of winning as Sophie had. I think it could have gone either way. The votes showed that. The only flaw was that Sophie won multiple immunities and was very vocal at tribals. She was not afraid to say a lot of things when like jury members were watching. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Albert was super quiet in that way, skittish. So like I'm glad that Sophie won for so many reasons. It would have altered Survivor history. But I do think that Coach has a strong case as why he technically should have won. I don't know. I think that it's something that could be debated pretty hard.
I guess it's like your own personal barometer of like how you view who should win Survivor. Do you think it's the person who is the most controlling of the game, or is it the person that like just made it to the end in a very cheeky way?
It was the most controlling in the most unique way.
Like with Coach, I can understand the argument of like he ran the game, he ran the show, so it's likely that he should be the winner because he ran the show.
Yeah.
But I also like that he's not the winner.
Me too.
Because he ran the show.
Yeah, and I don't want Ozzy or Coach to have won. I don't want a returning player to have won, by the way.
No, I don't either. And I also like just don't think that like that's good for the show.
Right. For sure it's not.
You know, I just think as like a production level, like it's bad to have, unless it's an all-star season, it's bad to have people come back and win. Because then it just seems like it was it was very much produced in their favor.
Well,
but
I mean, we got to watch the seasons with Tony.
But it was also like
he wins multiple seasons, and it's impressive as hell.
From the very get-go, they did set up this show, like this season, to where like you had to listen to Ozzy and Coach because they were the like mentors / returning players.
Yeah, like it almost seemed like that they picked a lot of players that, of course, are super fans of the show that love Ozzy and Coach.
Yeah,
like I bet when they were asking them questions, they're like, "What do you think about these players? These players?
Who are your favorite players?
Who are your favorite players?" Or they probably were like, "What do you think about Russell? What do you think about Coach? What do you think about Sari? What do you think about and like
Sure.
they were like, okay, good, Coach. They love Coach.
That's what I'm thinking. Like
They love Ozzy.
like they set it up that way to where they would become these idolized figures, and then Coach just ran with that because he's a cult leader.
Yeah, and it was crazy how long Ozzy was in Redemption.
Just two people really were there.
It's crazy.
Just Christine and Ozzy.
Yeah. But it does kind of like take away a little bit for Ozzy being there so long because of how long Christine was there.
Yeah.
It was so impressive.
It did almost, I mean, just based on statistics, right? Does the person on Redemption just have better odds?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but it's odd that they did sweep it the way they did.
It's not odd that Ozzy swept. And Christine also didn't have that strong of challengers come her way.
Sure, I mean, it was the early part of the show where all the weaker people leave.
Yeah.
But it still says something.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Anyway, so I feel like our next steps, we either take like a little break from Survivor or we just start that season with Brandon up until till season 51 starts. Then we could take a break, maybe. Not sure. But if we were to do another season, just spitballing, would you want to do an earlier season or a later season?
I would prefer.
Or like, go ahead.
I would say earlier.
So like, we're at season 23 now. There's 50 seasons. You would want to go pre 23, or you would want to go around 30, or you'd want to go pre 30.
I would do past 15, but before 23.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should commit to doing the next Brandon episode, the season though, first.
Okay.
Do
you want to do that until the new season, or do you want like, how do you want the schedule to look?
It could be, well, we can give it a couple days to decide. Like we'll talk about and I'll be like, hey, do you want to?
We'll sleep on it.
Yeah, we'll sleep on it. But I'd be willing to get started on it.
Sure.
Because I mean, we might be able to get to him being kicked off before the season even starts, and we just
if we do like two episodes at a time or whatever.
Yeah, could be done.
It might be possible.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, anything you want to discuss, what did we miss? What should we touch more on? Shoot us an email at sofatomatoespod@gmail.com. Like us, subscribe to us, comment to us, and you got to dig, you guys. You got to dig. Jeff said that in the season to Sophie. You got to dig, Sophie, dig. During one of the challenges. Yep.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
Anyways, you guys, thanks again. Have a great rest of your day or night or morning or whatever the heck you're doing.
Just do it.
Do it. Peace, you guys.
Goodbye.